very important to understand this because I think in the terminology, sanctuary cities, all that, we've lost the underlying meaning. And if you want to know what it means, ask a police chief or a police commissioner. Our commissioner, Jimmy O'Neill, stood with me yesterday and said, look, NYPD has spent decades building a relationship with communities, including immigrant communities. This is the kind of thing that will destroy that progress and make it impossible for the police to keep cities safe. Why? New York City has 500,000 undocumented people. We want them to come forward and work with the police if they see a crime, if they're a victim of the crime. If they believe by talking to a police officer they will get deported and be torn apart from their family, they're not going to work with police. And by the way, that policy in New York City of respecting that confidentiality goes back to the administration of Rudy Giuliani and Ed Koch.
That makes perfect sense for the law-abiding undocumented immigrants. But there are some sanctuary cities, and maybe New York City is one of them, that says that they will not work with ICE agents, even for people in their jails, even for people suspected of being undocumented immigrants in their jails. Why not hand over the people who have committed these crimes to ICE agents?
Another misunderstanding about so-called sanctuary cities. Here's a list right here of 170 offenses that if someone is undocumented, they commit this offense, we will work with ICE and they will be deported.
But are those low-level offenses
No,
or
these are
high-level
serious
offenses?
crimes. These are serious crimes, violent crimes, even possession of a weapon, for example, of any kind. 170 offenses that if an undocumented person commits, that triggers, by New York City law, cooperation with ICE for deportation.
How about theft?
Well, here's the example. Theft, violent, any theft involving a weapon,
Not violent,
for example.
just a regular low-level crime.
There are very low-level crimes. For example, small amounts of marijuana possession.
Yeah.
Going through a stoplight that doesn't cause any damage to anyone. Those are areas where we will not work to see someone deported. Why? Because these are members of a family in our community. Say it's the breadwinner in that family. So you deport the breadwinner, and the rest of the family, including the children, are left without anyone. You tear a family apart. That's not good government. That's not, in my view, moral. This is where the whole thing gets so confused, Allison. This is about human beings, families that came here. I believe people should follow the law. I don't think people should violate our borders. But let's face it, this has been for hundreds of years a challenge for this country, right? You've got people here now. And what are we going to do with 11 or 12 million people in our midst? If someone's truly a violent criminal, absolutely they should be deported. If they're a law-abiding person or they've done the very minor things that even people we know might have done, we can't see them deported and families torn apart.
Correct me if I'm wrong. It sounds like New York City gets $8.8 billion in federal funds, and that there are something like $156 million at stake here if President Trump decides to pull federal funds from New York City. What would that do to you in New York City?
Well, here's the amazing thing about the executive order. First of all, we think it's very susceptible to legal challenge. There's some real contradictions and vagueness.
They can't pull that money from...
Well, again, if they make an attempt to pull that money, it would be from the NYPD. It would be from security funding for the NYPD to fight terrorism and to protect foreign leaders who come to New York City to go to the UN. If an attempt is made to do that, we will go to court immediately for an injunction to stop it. And we believe the executive order is vague and in some ways contradictory. By the way, it's quite clear the Supreme Court under Justice Roberts in 2012 came with a decision that said it is inappropriate for the federal government to attempt to take funding broad brush away from a state or city because of broad policy matters. Justice Roberts, our current Chief Justice of the Supreme Court, wrote the decision and said it has to be very narrowly drawn. In this case, according to the executive order, it would be Homeland Security and Justice Department. What did they fund in New York City? The NYPD.
So